So what made you come on this course?
Because I thought I liked the idea. So I came once for an 8-week course on using my DSLR, and they talked briefly about abstract photography.
Yeah.
And I liked the idea. I thought it's kind of liberating to be able to, just take any object and try to put your own thoughts in it.
And change it.
And change it.
Yes.
So that was something that I thought is very interesting. And then I very much like different ways that people look at the stuff in the
analysis, almost the analysis of it. Yeah.
Exactly. And also the way, so each week she gives instruction and a homework, and then each person comes back with an interpretation, and it's quite interesting to see how different people have interpreted.
They vary greatly, don't they? Until really this week, today, they've been varying greatly. We had similar approach.
Yes, I thought that was quite interesting. The two of you were quite similar, and I think the two of us were relatively similar, although the subjects were different.
And also it's quite a different point of view to what I'm used to because of my work, so that's quite interesting for me as well.
So what you're going to do, you're going to carry on photographing?
I think so,
What about you?
Well, I fell in love with photography again. I stopped photographing completely. Didn't see the reason at all to photograph, and that helped me to pull everything together. I was sort of all over the place with my photography, and I stopped my degree halfway, and this is sort of making a lot of sense to me. I'm finding it just
picking up the pieces where you left off, you think?
differently, actually. I'm finding new things. I'm approaching my subjects in a completely different way. I'm not overwhelmed with the scenery and not quite sure what I'm looking at and how I'm going to approach it. I'm picking up bits that work for me, and I'm full of ideas, which is always nice.
That's great.
That's what it's about, isn't it? The ideas that something like this creates.
So this course has stimulated your ideas?
Very much so, very much so. And I'm back with my camera, and I wake up and I want to photograph, and that hasn't been the case for quite a few years now. So yes, it's helped me a great deal. Yes, thank you.
So I don't know about how you feel, Karen. Do you feel that now that you've got into taking photographs, that you're going to go out and take photographs in a different way to inspire you for your paintings? Do you think?
I would like to think that, but I think what it's done for me is maybe look at things differently, made me want to get more involved with my creativity. So maybe not take just such literal, I think what I was saying earlier, something that's not so literal. If I could look at a picture and say, right, what can I do? How can I shift this to make me paint something that's a little bit different to what I've actually seen, and colours, because I think what all of this has done is made me look at colours in a different way, and perhaps the generative session that we did, where you cut photos up and you change it around, I think I will end up by just doing things a little differently, but I would like more. I feel I could do it another 5 weeks. So, what about you?
Me? Well, I'm really pleased I came because it's made me think in a different way and be more creative, like you said you feel. And I loved cutting up the photographs and reshaping them, and that was really exciting to make something different, and the process of changing the photograph to make it different was nice, and the fact that you could do it over and over again, change it and change it and change it, and it was never ending, was fun. So I think it's helped me with thinking about what I want to paint, and when I'm looking at a scene or a still life or shapes under the table, I'm going to be able to take my photograph and then I'm going to be able to change it, make it a bit more quirky, and then I can paint it. So.
And you've never thought of taking a photo of the shadows under a table?
Well, not as
Not really.
not well. I do, but this has made me think about it more carefully
And do something with it.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you said as well, and that is the discussion. Because what it's done for me is not just about what I've done, it's looking at these and looking at what you did today as well. I thought that was amazing.
That was super.
Really
with
amazing.
the cone. Oh, that was a really great idea.
And taking something like that away. And,
but it's surprising really that you can, that through looking at photographs you can learn so much. My teachers back when I was doing my degree couldn't stress enough to push me to reading more and looking more at more things, and ideally going to galleries, which obviously wasn't possible for me because this was back in Albany. So how important it is, and you can see obviously going through the weeks of studying different photographers and our photographs, how much you actually learn. I mean, for me, I came to this course thinking that every photograph is a document. I was certain that every photograph is a document and nothing else. Right. Well, I'm leaving thinking that every photograph is an abstraction. So it's funny how just mainly through looking at other people's work.
And I'm really pleased I went to the Elton John exhibition. If I hadn't been on this course, I wouldn't have bothered to go to the Elton John exhibition of photography, and that was really great, and that was really inspiring. And a lot of the photographs that he's collected were shown on either slides, and that was really nice to see. Yes.
Also using the ideas from other mediums. So even if it is an abstract painting exhibition, just I went recently, and at the same time I was thinking, how can I do the same thing, or not exactly the same, but convey the same idea or the same feeling using photography rather than painting exactly.
Yes.
But I agree that looking at different photographers' works, also the famous ones.
Yes, it's very helpful.
It's very helpful
and inspiring.
Sometimes you don't take notice really, you sort of assume that ideas pass up in your mind and you sort of carry on and execute this idea, but when you actually analyse it, and it's important that you analyse it, and that helps you with further development.
Well, it triggers something more for you, doesn't it, really? If you've had to think about why or how you came to that or why you chose that, I think then when you're looking at other images, that is there, that's a memory that you might then be able to use in your next photograph.
Also, whenever people have talked, whenever you guys have talked about what is behind the picture, that has made it more interesting to look at as well.